The story of creation. Long, long ago, before time itself began, there was nothing. No light, no sky, no animals, no people, only darkness. But then, something incredible happened. Day 1, light and darkness. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, dark, and silent. But God's mighty voice spoke into the darkness. "Let there be light." And suddenly, light burst into existence. The darkness faded away and a bright, warm glow filled the world. God separated the light from the darkness and called them day and night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. Day 2, the sky above. On the second day, God looked at the waters and spoke again. "Let there be a sky to separate the waters." And just like that, a vast, endless sky stretched across the earth. Soft clouds floated high above, and a gentle breeze began to blow. The sky would one day bring rain to water the land below. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. Day 3, land, seas, and plants. On the third day, God looked at the deep waters covering the world and commanded, "Let the waters gather in one place and let dry land appear." And at his word, the waters rushed together to form great seas, and dry land rose up, towering mountains, rolling hills, and wide valleys. But God wasn't done yet. "Let the land be filled with plants, trees, and flowers of every kind." And suddenly, the earth blossomed. Tall trees swayed, soft grass covered the ground, and colorful flowers filled the air with sweet smells. Fruits and vegetables grew on trees and vines, apples, grapes, oranges, and bananas. God looked at it all, and he saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. Day 4, the sun, moon, and stars. On the fourth day, God looked at the sky and said, "Let there be lights in the sky to separate day from night." And suddenly the blazing sun appeared, warming the earth and filling the sky with golden light. Then, as night fell, God placed a glowing moon in the sky, surrounded by twinkling stars, each shining like a tiny lamp in the darkness. The sun would rule the day, and the moon and stars would rule the night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. Day 5, the birds and the sea creatures. On the fifth day, God looked at the vast oceans and the endless sky and said, "Let the waters be filled with living creatures, and let birds fly in the sky above." And suddenly the oceans came to life. Mighty whales swam deep below, playful dolphins leapt into the air, and schools of colorful fish darted through the water. Meanwhile, the sky filled with life as birds soared, majestic eagles, gentle doves, and tiny hummingbirds flapping their wings as fast as they could. God smiled at his creation, and he blessed the creatures to fill the earth and multiply. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. Day 6, animals and the first people. On the sixth day, God looked at the land and said, "Let the earth be filled with living creatures." And suddenly the land came alive. Mighty lions roared, tall giraffes stretched their necks, and elephants trumpeted loudly. Tiny ants scurried across the ground, playful rabbits hopped through the fields, and every kind of creature filled the forests, deserts, and plains. But God wasn't finished yet. He had saved the most special creation for last. "Let us make man in our image, to rule over the earth and care for it." And so God formed the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground, and he breathed life into him. Adam opened his eyes and saw the beautiful world around him, lush trees, clear blue skies, and animals of every kind. But God saw that Adam needed a friend, so he made the first woman, Eve, to be his helper and companion. God placed them in a beautiful garden called Eden, filled with everything they needed. He gave them a special purpose to take care of his creation and to walk with him. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Day 7, the day of rest. On the seventh day, God looked at everything he had made, the sun, the stars, the oceans, the animals, and the first people. It was all perfect. It was all good. And so, on the seventh day, God rested, not because he was tired, but because his work was complete. He blessed this day as a day of rest and joy, a day to remember his wonderful creation. And so, my dear children, this is how the world began. Everything you see, the trees, the rivers, the birds in the sky, and even you, was made by God's loving hands. You are not an accident. You are part of God's beautiful plan. So every time you see a sunrise, hear a bird sing, or feel the warmth of the sun, remember, it was all made by a loving creator just for you.